Okay, guys, before we move on to the second game of Danganronpa, let's rank the characters of the first game. What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea. There are some things I want to talk about some characters, so this is a good opportunity.
Well, whatever. I wanted to wait for that until we finished all of the games.
I wanted to do it now because otherwise we would forget more details of the characters of the first games.
If I'm being honest, it sounds like a you problem, Sleepy Joe. My memory serves me fine.
Being old doesn't mean being demented. I'm still in good health. Anyway, let's start with the first character. Chihiro Fujisaki. That was the programmer girl, right?
God damn it, Sleepy Joe. You're more demented than my grandma, and she died of dementia. Chihiro was that trans boy.
You can't die of dementia itself, Donald, and Chihiro isn't trans. He has just hidden his gender because he didn't feel strong enough to be a man. He hasn't changed his sex, nor does he feel like a girl. He even said he wants to become stronger, so he can feel like a man.
Well, why didn't he man up then, huh? You know, if Chihiro was in front of me, I would tell him that I once, when I was young, felt also very weak. But at some point, I wanted to become stronger and therefore became stronger, like a man. That was the time where I had to join the army. I regained strength and became one of the most successful person of the world. Man, good times they were.
You know, you dodged the draft, right?
Yeah, I dodged it like a man. So what is your point, Murata?
Well, anyway, whether Chihiro could have done better or not, his personal struggles were hard to handle for him, and he definitely didn't deserve to die, especially at the time where he wanted to change. Poor guy.
You're right, Joe. I agree with you, and even though he isn't one of my favorite characters, I like him a lot, so it's either a B or even A for me. I think I'll go with A because he still tried hard to help the other students.
In my opinion, he actually deserved to die. You know, natural selection and so on. He wasn't strong enough, and if he had been more cautious, he would have survived. You never know which person is really dangerous or not, and the next moment you lose your attention, some black ex-president blows up your house with his drone strikes. But I can see why you like him, Barack.
Donald, what the fuck?
Donald, even though it's not February
That was uncalled
anymore,
for.
you
No one
can't say
deserves to
racist
die,
things
no
like
matter
that.
which circumstances.
Well, anyway, I still like him in some way because he got the ambition to become stronger, and sometimes luck is not on your side. It's a C for me, but more on the lower side of C.
To be honest, he feels like a son for me. A son that I would care for and accept him for anything he is and wants to be. He is also smart. I mean, he is the ultimate programmer, you know? Chihiro definitely deserved better. That's a clear S tier for me.
Okay, now to the next character, and I just want to say, if he is not S tier for you, you have no taste. Kyotaka Ishimaru is one of the best characters in-game. He has leadership skills, he does not beat around the bush, and he draws a line whenever it gets too rough. It was pain for me to see him in this soulless state after Chapter 2. But he regained his strength and got even more powerful. You know, I always say you have to overcome the greatest despair to gain much greater hope. It's truly a shame he died of some fat nerd.
And he is also stupid and lost most of the time, so no wonder you like him so much. But I must say, I also like him a lot. He's got an interesting story, and his ideology is something I also agree with. Hard work should be rewarded, no matter if you have talent or not. He is still not my favorite, but I really like him, so it's an A for me.
Geez, only an A? You don't know what a great person really is, but this choice is still respectable. What about you, Sleepy Joe?
Well, in my opinion, Taka's kind of annoying. He always tells us what we should do, and he declares himself the leader even though no one agreed to. And when it comes to some serious shit, he isn't in any way helpful. I kind of felt his character development since Mondo's death, but not enough for me to give him a C, so it's a D for me.
What the fuck, Joe? You really don't know any shit about him, and someone has to take the leader spot, and he was perfect for that. He still is the ultimate moral compass. He was a born leader.
This is one of the few times I actually agree with Donald, but hey, you do you. If that is your personal opinion, I respect that, but still kind of harsh for him. Well, on to the next character. It's Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation and the first one who died. What do you think of her?
She's a snake, and her death was so expected. The moment where she told Makoto she would be his assistant, I knew she would die first, or kill first. And well, it was luckily the first option. I hate her. She was cute. I wanted to grab her by the pussy, but she betrayed me, and now she paid for it. Well deserved, fucking snake. It's a clear E for me. With hard negotiations, you can maybe convince me for D tier, but you won't make it because I am the master of negotiations and deals.
You don't know how hard it was for her? She has friends who waited for her. She was trapped and didn't know how to handle the situations. It only takes a little to lose your mind. I forgive her, you know, back in my days where I was a child, I had friends too, and when I was at home, I always waited for my friends to do fun stuff. And when you grow up, the fun stuff changes, and when it changes, we all feel something that we can't process. Sometimes life hits you hard, but with the right friends, you can achieve anything. So when I waited for my friends, I made a tasty sandwich, which tasted really good. I still remember the taste.
Yo, what the fuck are you talking about, you senile old man? Take your pills, goddammit.
Anyway, it still broke my heart, and after the first class trial, I started to know how harsh this game really is. Just takes your waifus and husbandos away. If you experience Chapter 1, you start to experience the Danganronpa. She is a stable B for me.
Wow, you actually said something smart and relatable, Sleepy Joe. Good job.
Well said, Joe. After Chapter 1, Danganronpa really starts. And for me, I should have expected it. I didn't expect Sayaka to die first. I thought because she was my assistant that she would survive, or at least die at the end of the game, or like a life and death situation where you have to decide or something. But yeah, I didn't know at the time what to expect from the game. I am kind of neutral, but tend to dislike her a little bit because of her betrayal. It's a C.
Yeah, whatever you say. Let's get to Buff Girl, shall we? I personally can't accept it that she is a girl.
Why? Because you think girls can't get buff?
No, because she has a manly voice. Yeah, that's it. I'm not sexist. I love women as much as men. They are as important to our society. Who else has to take care of the children and cook our food?
Anyway, Sakura Ogami, the ultimate martial artist, is someone I truly respect. Could kill anyone instantly, but only seeks peace. She'd rather kill herself to solve a conflict and get the group to work together than kill someone else or just evades conflict. I can't think of any major flaws in her personality and her actions. Well, beside the fact that she was helping the mastermind, but she was blackmailed by the mastermind, so it is a kind of hard decision to go with it or rebel against it. But in the end, she decided to do everything she could to help the others and to unite them against the mastermind. Definitely at least A tier.
Agreed.
Well, what do you say about her best friend, Aoi Asahina, the ultimate swimmer?
Well, it is hard to say because for me, she never felt that relevant, except for Case 4, where she tried to cover up Sakura's suicide, which was honestly a pretty dumb move, but she must be really fit because she swims a lot. I love people who do sports. It's healthy and you live long. You know, back in my days where I was young, I started playing baseball, and I say, it is a beautiful sport. The energy of youth is something you should hold on as long as you can, before it turns to a midlife crisis.
God damn it,
and then you can't
Sleepy
enjoy
Joe,
your
not that
sandwich
again
anymore,
with your confusing
because you can't taste the
backstories.
youth of it anymore. Anyway, she has beautiful breasts, so she is an A for me.
Okay, Joe, whatever you say. I personally never really gave much attention to Hina because she never felt relevant besides, well, as you said, Case 4, so she is a C. Okay, no, you are right. Her breasts are really beautiful. It's a B.
I also love Mrs. Dami Mommy Milker Girl. She's beautiful, and her breasts are gorgeous. And I love tanned woman. It makes their pussy more delicious, you know? It's like cooking. It's the best when it's brown, but yeah, it was a shit move of her in Case 4, but I still love her. S tier. Let's move on to best boy Byakuya Tagami, the ultimate Chad. I mean affluent progeny. He has style, he has elegance, he is rich, and he rejects stupid, annoying women. He knows who is worth of being in his presence. You can feel honored that I allow you to be in my presence.
I hate him. He just played with others' emotions. He tampers around the crime scenes for his satisfaction. He doesn't care for others. He is just annoying and thinks he's the best because he is rich.
Well, yes, he is annoying, and I hated him too until Chapter 4, but after he learned his lessons, he started to cooperate and developed his empathy for others. He is such an iconic antagonist throughout the game. He is almost always at the center of attention, and he's always sus, but almost nothing phases him. He keeps his cool and style and is still to be respected.
Yeah, I know I'm great. You don't have to shower me with compliments.
Stupid Trump, he meant Byakuya. You are just a crybaby who can't stand losing and therefore raids important places like the Capitol.
Anyway, he is an A for me.
The only rank Byakuya will be seeing is the S rank. He only deserves better. Absolute favorite. Best character. No one can say otherwise.
E tier, horrible character.
You're fired, Sleepy Joe. I hate you. Don't talk to me ever again. Why did you even want to become friends with me?
You were the one who begged to play with us when Obama and I were playing Team Fortress, and last time you cut ties with us, you came 3 days later back crying like a baby whose lollipop was stolen.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe. You were just talking to yourself. Demented, senile old man.
Guys, stop it with the arguing. Let's continue with our list. The next character is Celestia Ludenberg, the ultimate gambler.
I don't know what to think about her. Her design is really noble and cool, and she's kind of mysterious, but she's also scary sometimes, and she uses other people for her satisfaction.
I love Goth Girl. She's amazing, she's rich, and she speaks truth. If she had bigger tits, she would be my S tier, big, titty goth mommy girlfriend. So it's only an A.
Can you please stop being horny for 5 seconds? Well, anyway, Celeste is a really interesting character. Her design really is noble, and her personality is also very unique. She brings up interesting points, and she sometimes lets you view the world from another perspective. She was kind of shit when she was caught by the money motive in Chapter 3, and just used her manipulative skills to use Hifumi for her benefit. I must say she had an amazing plan, but her execution was kind of flawed, and she made major mistakes. The plan she suggested to Hifumi would have been interesting and would have turned the game around, but she even killed her only simp. She is a B for me.
Good points, Donald, and especially Barack. Well, my intuition tells me I should stay far away from her. She is dangerous, and yeah, she's a C for me, honestly. To the next character. Who is that black-haired, beautiful girl? I can't remember ever seeing her.
There you go again with your dementia, Sleepy Joe. She obviously is the character, yeah, right, that character from Danganronpa who died, I think.
I saw her somewhere. In the documents at the end of the game, I think, it's Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her.
Oh yeah, wasn't she revealed to be the ultimate soldier, though?
Still can't remember.
You know, that girl who impersonated Junko Inoshima at the start of the game got killed by Monokuma and used as a body in Case 5, where everyone thought Kyoko died.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, she was meaningless enough for me to forget her, so yeah, she won't get a high rank.
You know that she was one hell of an important character since Chapter 5 up until the end of the game.
Yeah, I was testing you guys. You get an A+ for me?
Who is the demented, senile old man now Trump? No wonder you lost the 2020 election.
Shut up, Sleepy Joe. It was a tactical retreat. Be careful 2024, because I will come back greater than I was before, and I am already great. Be careful, Joe. Anyway, Mukuro Ikusaba is actually hard to rank because she didn't have much screen time. She either was impersonating Junko, which she did pretty well, or she got relevant when she was already dead. But she is a soldier, and she fought terrorists in the Middle East. She also probably worked for you, Barack, to coordinate your drone strikes against those children. She is a B for me.
Very funny, Donald, but yeah, I agree, she is hard to rank, but my intuition tells me that I should not like her. She is a D for me, honestly.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Barack. She is a soldier, she fought many battles, and she is brave. She also probably helped other soldiers when they were wounded, and she probably was just manipulated by Junko. I think I saw on the Danganronpa subreddit that she has more screen time in the anime, so there we can rank her better. She is a B for me.
There is an anime of that?
Isn't the subreddit full of spoilers of other games and content?
Well, yeah, I want to know what our younger folk thinks of the games, and yeah, I think I've been spoiled sometimes. I think one spoiler was that in the second game, some white-haired dude...
Joe. Just because you were spoiled doesn't mean you should spoil us. Well, good thing you are demented, so you will forget those spoilers soon.
Joe, I'd recommend to stop looking at those online contents until we finished everything. So let's move on to the next character.
Oh, that stupid, annoying woman. Yeah, she is just annoying and doesn't contribute to anything. She should also go to a mental hospital because she has a severe mental illness. But I must say she has good taste in powerful men, so that pushes her up to D tier.
Toko Fukawa, the ultimate author. Well, she could work on her personality. She always insults herself, which she shouldn't do. She is more introverted and probably has social anxiety. You know, back in my days, I was also scared of many things, but the one thing I was most scared of is becoming old, where you can't enjoy your youth anymore. So that's why I always tell those young people that they should enjoy their life as long as they can, no matter how hard it is. There's always someone or something that makes you happy, and I respect those talented students because they found ambition in something they are good at. So if I'm being honest, she is B tier for me.
Wow, Joe, that was random but actually inspiring, and well, I really love Toko Fukawa. She is an interesting character, and her multiple personality disorder makes her really interesting and relevant. She is flawed, but you see, no one is perfect. She probably even is my favorite character from the game, so it's tier for me. As well as her other side, Genocide Jack or Genocide Jill, the ultimate serial killer. She is crazy AF and makes the best quotes. It even scares Byakuya sometimes, which makes them both a perfect and iconic duo, or better said trio in this game.
That genocide fuck should be imprisoned. We don't need crazy serial killers in our country. She probably is Mexican or some shit. But you're right, her second personality makes things a whole lot interesting. So I like her more than her normal personality. That means C.
Well, I don't like her second personality at all. You shouldn't kill, never. It is a sin, and Lord forbid us from killing. She's a D tier, to be honest.
Wow, the next one is that fat nerd. Oh my God, I hate him so much. He is weird, he's a simp, and he stinks.
Hifumi Yamada, the ultimate fanfic creator. Yeah, I don't really like him too, and he has a weird obsession with anime, but he fights for justice. You know, in case 3, where he fought for Celeste because she told him she was raped by Taka. Poor guy. In his heart, he was a good guy. Still weird, so he is a C for me.
He just fought for her because he is a simp. He is clear E tier. No one can convince me otherwise.
You should accept him for who he wants to be as long as he can find happiness in his life. You should be more acceptable to those people.
Yeah, I already accept him. I accept him as a fat nerd who should crawl back in his tiny, messy, stinky room.
Anyway, I like him. He is an A tier for me.
Let's get to one of the most popular character of the game. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate fashionista, or better said, the ultimate despair.
I want her to step on me.
She is a crazy young gal, I tell you. She plunged the world into despair and is a war criminal. She doesn't even care for her sister and likes to see other people and herself suffer. She still is an iconic villain, and her acting skills with her multiple personalities make her much scarier and crazier. I'd normally hate her, but she is such a good villain, and deep inside me, I like her in some way, so she is B tier for me.
You know what's also deep inside her?
Stop it, Donald. Can you please stop? Well, anyway, Junko really is an iconic villain. I hate her, but also love her, so it is hard to tell which rank she is, in my opinion, but I tend to like her, so she is B tier for me.
I love her. If she wasn't a villain, I would grab her by the pussy, and she really must be really good in bed, considering how crazy she is. But as I said, she is evil, so only an A for me.
Well, next up is Kyoko Kirigiri, the ultimate detective and the ultimate waifu. I love her. She is mysterious, smart, and always supports us. I like how she can get mad in Chapter 4, which shows that she is also a human and not some soulless detective who only seeks the truth and nothing else matters. She could be my granddaughter if I'm being honest, so easily SS tier for me, but there is none so just S tier.
Agreed, though I don't like her that much. She is really an interesting character and kept her relevance throughout the game. As much as I want to put her on A, I still don't like her that much, so she is an upper tier B for me.
I agree with you for once, Barack. She is a hot waifu and she is mysterious, which I really like. She still comes off kind of boring for me, honestly. Maybe she should start expressing more of the joyous emotions more clearly. Maybe if she'd go in bed with me, she'd learn how to scream happiness. B tier for me.
Okay, Donald. Well, let's go to Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star and the first killer of the game. What do you think?
I really like him. He reminds me of myself when I was young. You know, I played baseball too and was pretty energetic and impulsive. He is relatable. You know, back in my days, when we played baseball, we had this...
Shut up, Sleepy Joe. We don't want to hear your stupid and non-related backstories, you old grandpa.
Anyway, everything he did was self-defense, and he is like me when I was young. S tier, obviously, for me.
Well, he had the chance to stop it, and nothing would have happened except for the fact that a fight was going on. So yeah, it really wasn't self-defense, but I won't blame Leon because this killing game really is traumatizing and horrible, and everyone just wants to get out. I still don't like his personality, so I give him a D.
Yeah, and some points I agree. What I want to add is that he is speaking directly what he wants and doesn't talk around shit, and even swears to show his feeling towards topics, so he is a stable B for me. So next is our Ahegao boy Makoto Negi, the ultimate lucky student.
Ahegao? You mean Ahoge, right? Ahegao is something completely different. But yeah, Makoto, the protagonist, is like every protagonist, normal. He lacks self-confidence. He doesn't show anything special about him. But he is encouraging, and he never loses hope, especially with the help of Kyoko. To be honest, I don't like normal characters really much, so he is a C for me.
Well said, Obama. I couldn't care any less about him. He has his positive traits, but he is boring in my opinion. At least he was epic during the last class trial, but I still don't like him. It's a D.
I really like him, but I have nothing to add, so he is an A for me. Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. I don't know how I feel about him. He is brutal, but he is a respectful man. He tries to keep his promises, and he respects women, unlike Donald. He gives off this bro energy, but he easily gets angry, so he is only a positive C for me.
I also respect women. As I said, who else should clean your house, cook your food, and watch after your kids when you're gone for work? They are here for men's pleasure. That's why we need to respect them. But yeah, Biden otherwise, you bring up good arguments, and to be honest, I really like him. And he is someone who is motivating, and he is bro with Taka so easily an A for me.
Honestly, I can't stand Mondo. I don't like rebellic people, and he is so brutal. He is an E tier for me, sadly.
Well, not as brutal as your drone strikes in the Middle East.
Will you shut up, Donald?
I mean, Donald has a point.
See, even Sleepy Joe agrees with me.
Well, next up is Monokuma, and I think there is no discussion needed. Best mascot, really unique and special, as well as funny and interesting. He is perfect, so S tier, right?
True that.
Of course.
Well, last and least, Yasuhiro Hagakure, the ultimate clairvoyant. To be honest, I thought he was Sleepy Joe's grandson because he's stupid and lost and doesn't know how life works.
I thought so too, because he is kind, funny, and entertaining, you know, when I was young.
Yeah, we know that you like your sandwich, so what tier is he for you? I have a schedule soon. I need to beat you in the next election.
Good luck with that. I think he's an A tier for me.
Well, he is funny, but also stupid, so I'll go with C.
Bro, you guys have bad taste in characters. I know all about taste. I know which pussy tastes good and which pussy tastes bad. I know everything, and I know that Yasuhiro belongs to F tier, and that's why I'm making a new tier, which I call Dumbuhiro Gagakure, the ultimate gay voyant.
That is mean, Donald, but well, this is our tier list. Maybe it will change based on the next games and animes. I heard that Danganronpa 2 is pretty crazy and has crazy characters and more waifus and husbandos who die.
Yeah, this will be another emotional roller coaster for sure. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm also thrilled for the next games. I need to go now, Black Bro and Sleepy Joe. I just want to say before I go, in the end, hope will overcome the greatest despair, and I will be humanity's stepping stone for hope. Donald Trump, the greatest man, signing out.
I think I heard this somewhere before. I think in a spoiler from the second game, but well, I need to rest now. So let's start playing tomorrow afternoon. Bye.
Sleep well, Joe. I'll go play some War Thunder. There is a new drone update. See ya.